Hi there, this is Brendan Burns for JamPlay.com. Today we're going to talk about Cycle 5. Cycle 5 is really quite an extraordinary thing. It's a very easy and versatile tool to navigate through all 12 keys. It sounds really nice, it's easy to remember, it takes a little time to get in there. But it's a very powerful device to take a lick and move it through all 12 keys, take an arpeggio, move it through all 12 keys. It's really great for exercises and a necessary component for a lot of the workouts or the practice routines that I'm giving on my JamPlay lessons. This sort of mini lesson is only one other chapter, and that chapter will be me demonstrating Cycle 5 on all 6 strings. So if you know what Cycle 5 is, feel free to just fast forward and go to that next chapter, and we can sit and we can play it together. I'm going to explain what Cycle 5 is right here. Please check out the supplemental PDF for the Cycle 5 so you can see what's happening. And as you're putting this together, remember, this, like other things, takes a considerable amount of time to be memorized. You don't have to have it totally in there to do a lot of exercises. It's okay when you're first starting out. You can still think about what Cycle 5 is. You can reference a piece of paper. Over time, it really starts to come together. One of the analogies that I use for memorizing Cycle 5 is that of a very simple math homework. If you can remember when you had to do your multiplication tables or your addition drills, 9 plus 1, 9 plus 2, 9 plus 3, these very simple, homework assignments, but they were massive, and you go through them and you have to make sure that you can do them from every single angle. Cycle 5 is very similar to that, and I want you to make sure to use this in your practicing as well and your understanding of what Cycle 5 is. So in your free time, take like a napkin and write out what Cycle 5 is. Keep a spare piece of paper with you and write it out. Write it out as many times as you can. Think about it, and it'll get in there. So Cycle 5, as you can see on the PDF, fits nicely on a clock. And at the 12 o'clock position, we have the key of C. At 1, we have the key of F. Then we have B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat's down here, then straight down is G flat. Then over on this side we get B, E, A, D, G, and then you're back up at the top again at C. So you get a full circle. Think about a clock as you write these guys down. Think about the number assignments, and then do it often. I would say 150 times writing Cycle 5 before you question how it's going. Put that work in, and I think it'll make a big difference. So our next chapter, I'm going to play Cycle 5 for you. I'm going to do it 1 on each string. So get your guitar out and let's play it together. So here's Cycle 5. I'm going to demonstrate it for you on all 6 strings. I'm only going to use the first 12 frets of my guitar. I'm also going to use the open strings here rather than the 12th fret. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't know what guitar you're playing. You could be playing a guitar that stops right here at the 12th fret. Mine obviously does not. Or you could be playing a guitar where, maybe the action or the intonation starts to fall apart sort of high up on the guitar. So we're really going to put an emphasis on this first chunk of the instrument. If you do have access to the other half, I have 24 frets here. That's a lot of space. It's like a whole nother guitar. Try the Cycle 5 going all the way up the guitar. Again, I'm only going to demonstrate the first half just so that I can address the most people as possible. Let's start on the 6th string our lowest pitch string. Let's try it together. At the noon o'clock spot, right dead center, we get C on the 8th fret. The next one is F. F is on the 1st fret. Then we go to B flat, which is on the 6th fret. Then the 11th fret, which is E flat. A flat is on the 4th fret. On the 9th fret, D flat. G flat is on the 2nd fret. B is on the 7th fret. E is open. A is on the 5th fret. D is on the 10th fret. And G is on the 3rd fret. Piece of cake. Your homework with this: take a look at the notes of the guitar, watch if you have to, look at your guitar, do whatever sort of math, whatever numbers, whatever game we have to play to make this happen, and say them out loud as you play them. You don't have to say the fret markings. I'm telling you the fret markings because you can't see what I'm doing over here. I don't have any fret markings for you. And simply just do C, F, B flat, E flat, and run through the cycle at your own speed. The next string is the A string or the 5th string. Same idea. C, 3rd fret, F, 8th fret, B flat, 1st fret, E flat is on the 6th fret, A flat is 11, D flat is 4, G flat is 9, B is 2, E is 7, A is open, D is 5, and G is 10. Same exercise, keep with it. This doesn't happen in a day, it doesn't happen in a week, and it doesn't happen in a vacuum. Make sure to try these with other licks. Use this as a foundation. On the D string, C is on the 10th fret, F on the 3rd, B flat on the 8th, E flat way down here at the 1st, A flat on the 6th, D flat on the 11th, G flat on 4, B on the 9, E is on 2, A is on 7, D is your open string, G is on the 5th fret. There's your cycle 5. On the G string, C is going to start on the 5th fret. Then we move to 10 for F. B flat is on the 3rd. E flat on the 8th. A flat on the 1st. D flat on the 6th. G flat on the 11th. B on the 4th. E on the 9th. A on the 2nd. D on the 7th. G is your open string. And there's your G string. The B string is C on the 1st fret, F on the 6th, B flat on the 11th, E flat on the 4th, A flat on the 9th, D flat on the 2nd, G flat on the 7th, B is open, E is on the 5th, A is on the 10th, D is on the 3rd, G is on the 8th. Our last string is the high E string. It's exactly the same as our low E string. C is on the 8th fret, F on the 1st, B flat on 6, E flat on 11, A flat on 4, D flat on 9, G flat on 2, B is on 7, E is on open string, A is on the 5th fret, D is on the 10th fret, G is on the 3rd fret. And there's cycle 5. Please rewind, try it again. I went through all of these guys as efficiently as I could so you could play along. It doesn't take a lot of time. It does take a lot of repetition. So play along with me, and then when you can, do it on your own. Make sure you're saying the notes out loud. If you do not say the notes out loud, one of the things that can happen is we can fall into a pattern. There's a little bit of a pattern here. You may have noticed it already. You may notice it soon. If we say the notes out loud, it keeps us from getting locked into the pattern, because it's a very easy way that our fingers can figure out what this is. Our muscle memory takes control, and we don't have that intellect. Our ears aren't turned on. We're not fully connected to what we're playing. The fingers are very automated, and they can figure this out pretty quickly. But the power of this is that we can really know the entire fretboard inside and out. It's a workout. This is the same as me saying, let's do some curls, let's do some push-ups. I can show you how to do it, but it's really the work that you put into it that makes the difference. So keep with it. It's cycle 5. It's pretty awesome. It won't go away. It'll always be here. Thanks for checking it out, and I'll see you at the next lesson.